The change might seem a little slow, but I think it has begun. You have people from Harvard now coming in, being directors of institutes in India. You know, Ashish Nanda now heads IMA. He was at Harvard. Came back. I think there's a lot of, you go to ISB Hyderabad, you'll see a different curriculum coming up. I think more proliferations of IMs is happening. There are so many new opening up. You will see a reversal. But you're right that one of the differences between the Western world and Indian universities is endowment funds. And endowment funds make a huge amount of difference because all the research work happens through those endowment funds, and there are schools in US which have billions of dollars of endowment funds, and that's even the divide in US between the top 20 schools and below the 20 schools. The endowment differences are so huge, and that's the difference even in United States of America. So I think you will see this changing. This is changing. We are better off than what we were yesterday. The pace needs to hasten, but the quality of professors, the engagement with the corporates is going up, right? It is going up. Definitive about that. You're right that many of us, I teach at some of the IMs, IIFT, others. I mean, I go conduct lectures, but how many can you do? 5 in a year, 6 in a year. You can't do more than that, right? Is there another way of engaging? Don't know. In active life, to find time for all that has been a constraint up to now, and I agree with you that there's an engagement model deficiency even from these schools to engage with you on a regular basis.
Sabbaticals?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why not you take a sabbatical from the industry and go to the company base for your teachership?
is a thinkable proposition which has not been triggered by Indian corporates. But I do believe that the bigger problem is participation financially with these institutes. If endowments are available, there'll be 100 ways of attracting better talent.